I want to give you a few key points on where your mind should be with if you are somebody who's trying to date. If you're, being serious about dating or you trying to get to know somebody. Here's a few things that came to my mind that I want to share with you. Number one, we already know God is first, because when God is first, he is the center. He is what keeps us grounded. God's word is what keeps us grounded. So therefore, we don't veer off track no matter who we are around. We know that's number one. But however, I want to give you where your mind should be at when it comes between you and another person. Number one thing is that nobody else should mean more to you than you mean to yourself. You see what I'm saying? Nobody else should mean more to you than you mean to yourself. Because what happens when somebody else mean more to you than you mean to yourself? You start to neglect yourself. We see this all the time. And yes, I have done it as well. A lot of us have done that. We have neglected ourselves for somebody else. So the next thing will be, always have something going for yourself. Always have something going for yourself. Even if it is having a job, you have something to do, somewhere to be, something to look forward to. And if you're somebody into, having your own business, or you have, you like arts and crafts, you like to draw, you like to, write poetry, whatever it is, have your own things, your hobbies. But like I say, always have something going for yourself. So you will have something to look forward to other than just this person, right? Because a lot of times what happens is we don't have nothing going for ourselves, and the only thing you got going is that relationship. The only thing you got going is that person, and baby, that ain't gonna cut it. You see what I'm saying? Because now this person is getting ready to idolize this person. This person is getting ready to become your everything, because why? You have nothing to focus on. So the next thing is, when you are somebody that has something going for yourself, like I said, you have a job, you own a business, you have hobbies, things you like to do, make sure you do not trade your life in, neglect what you are doing and for that person. You see what I'm saying? Do not allow anybody to come into your life and push you into a place where you're neglecting your life. Never trading your life for their life. You see what I'm saying? And before you make any decisions with this person, seek God first. You see what I mean? Do not jump into no marriage. Do not get into a place where you having children with somebody. Seek God first. And the reason why I say that, because you don't know exactly who you are. You may be in that place where you still trying to get to know who you are, get to know more about God. You may still be in the beginning stages of your journey. You see what I'm saying? Or you might be starting all over again because, you veered off track with God. Don't make no decisions with a person without God, because for one, you don't know if this is your person or not. You don't know what the real mission is. So seek God before you make any decisions with them. Because a lot of times we'll do that. When we meet somebody we like, we start making all these plans with one another, doing all this pillow talk, and yet you don't realize you getting ready to neglect who you really are in your true future. Because here's the thing. You can't hook up with somebody, a counterfeit, and be there with them for many years, missing out on what you should be doing. Oh, yeah, that happens to a lot of people. And that's how they get tricked out of their destiny, or get or I would like to say get delayed. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. They get delayed. So now they years behind, something that shouldn't have took that long. So never trade in your life for somebody else, and always make decisions. And when they come into your life, notice one thing. Are they keeping you on top of what you're doing? So let me give you an example. Let's just say I met this guy, and I really, really like him. And we having good conversations. And y'all already know, y'all used to seeing me get up here, do motivational, right? Speaking. And all of a sudden, you notice, I meet this person, you see me and him take a picture together, and all of a sudden, a week go by, I ain't post. 2 weeks go by, I ain't post. 3 weeks go by, I don't post. Maybe I'm posting twice a month. When we know that I'm usually, staying on top of what I'm doing, and I'm faithful to what God has me doing. So now we know behind the scenes, he has me distracted. So now I'm trading in my life for whatever he got going on. See what I'm saying? I'm not staying on my path. Now this is distracting me. That's another thing you look at. Are they distracting you, or are they keeping you, grounded on what you're doing? This is another way you know if this person is for you, or they healthy for you. You can also meet somebody who's a good person, but they may not be fit for your life, or fit to, be with you in that type of way. Not everybody has the capacity, or, have the discipline to keep you, on your path, or you keep them on their path. Some people are a distraction, but that don't mean they're bad people. You got them in the wrong position in your life. I learned that too. You better catch them diamonds. Let's keep going, because I'm really freestyling right now. So let me last one that I can think of right now, and this is for the ladies, especially you. When you meet somebody or you meet this guy, stop trading in your life for his. Stop quitting your job just so you can live this soft girl era. Check with God first. Check with God first. Check with God on what you should be doing with this person. Because here's the thing. The truth is, 95% of the time, I'm going to give you 85, but 75. 75 to 85 to 95% of the time, you getting ready to trade your life in for somebody that you ain't got no business being with. You gonna mess around and quit your job, don't have no income coming in for yourself. You gonna end up being upset with yourself. You gonna get a bad deal because you do not seek God and you don't stay there long enough, you know what I'm saying, to be patient and make sure that you got the correct answer that you think you're receiving from God. I'm being for real. You got to stop giving up your life and quitting your life because you met somebody to live this soft era. Because what's really happening, it ain't no soft girl era. You getting ready to be a crippled girl. And I'm being straight up with you now. Now, catch them diamonds. Now, they might be a little heavy hitters on your toes, but baby, I got to tell you that because I see that happening. And I also see it happen to other people that, you know what I'm saying, that I had conversations with personally. Stop trading in your life for people. Keep your own life. You got your own heartbeat. You see what I'm saying? You have your own purpose in this world. Stop trading your life in because you're tired of the world. God will give you grace. God will give you strength. The right person, the righteous person and the appointed person going to come into your life and add, not take away and cripple you, because that's not soft girl era. That's called being crippled. And you see a lot of other women's stories out here of how they have nothing. You see what I'm saying? So check with God. If God said this is your union and this man is coming in your life to, you know, provide and protect or whatever, be your best friend, push you, whatever it is, then go ahead. But stop trying to assign that to yourself before you know exactly who you're with. Okay? Catch them diamonds. Let me tell you something before I go. I'm going to make this very quick. One time I met this guy. I heard something inside of me say, that's your husband. But however, I was looking at the fruit, which is his life. It didn't line up with the word of God. That's why I say God is first. I always stay in his word. So therefore, you don't get confused. Okay, I'm going to try to talk fast. So I just said, okay, I'm going to pray about that because I heard it strong. Now I know what I heard. So that's why I say, make sure you stay long enough to make sure this answer, what you hearing is correct. Heard that's my husband. Me and my sister talked about it. So I said, girl, right? So next thing you know, I told God, I said, I don't trust that because this fruit ain't right. That fruit rotten. I said, that's a fig tree. He had a fig tree. So I said, So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay with God. I'm going to stay with God first. I'm going to stay right here. And I said, God, give me, I said, if this is you, you know, speaking to me and this is him, then, you know, when it come back around, let me see, you know, that his life has bear fruit, you know, because he's with you. So I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you how long it took me to get the answer. About 2-3 years. I stayed still because I'm not for sure. But guess what? I'm so glad that I did. Let me tell you something. I dodged a bomb from bad dad. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something. I'm very proud of myself for staying with God and just taking my time, not putting man over God. Because a lot, like I say, a lot of times women can do that because she's so excited about somebody. But I'm not that excited about somebody to where, you know, I'm losing myself and trading in my life. I got to know that this is for real. And another thing is, too, you got to be careful because you may be anointed, you know, and you have the gift of prophecy. I have that. But also at the same time, the enemy can come along and plant a seed because he sees exactly what you're getting ready to become. See, what I'm doing right now, I wasn't doing then when I met him. Just know that I wouldn't have never made it to this camera. You see what I'm saying? You would have never been catching them diamonds. If so, because some people will come into your life and they will ruin your life. And it may take forever to get it back, or you may not never get it back. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand the enemy will come in and plant seeds and drop little whispers in your ear. So that's why I said, See, my sister was excited. And I said, girl, I'm not that excited like that. Nobody's coming before me or God. You see what I'm saying? So I said, I'm going to pray on mine. You can do what you're going to do with your situation. But I'm going to stay right here. And I'm glad I did. You see what I mean? I'm so glad I did. And that's why I'm telling you, take your time. I've been through this with experience. And right now you just see a woman who's growing, who's learning and applying everything that she has learned. You see what I'm saying? Catch them diamonds and y'all have a good day.